Yeah, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. It's Camp April next week, and for once in my admittedly short time as an author, I actually have plans for it. If you saw my last few videos where I talk about Little Else, you will know that I actually finished drafting Project Side in February. I have since been taking a bit of a break, both from Project Side and from writing altogether during March, and I'm really excited to jump back into revisions for April. The majority of my current draft is actually fairly polished, which is gonna pretend that the very messy ending isn't there. So I'm hoping that this next revision won't take me too long, at least not to get it to a point where I'm happy enough with the story that I'm willing to let my friends tear it to shreds for me. Which is why I'm going to do something fairly ambitious and say that my camp goal is to finish revising my book. But not my Camp April goal, that's my Camp July goal. What this means is that I'm effectively doing a 4-month sort of challenge starting from Camp April and ending in Camp July. This sounded like a good idea when I came up with it a couple of months ago, but back then I assumed I would have an actual polished draft and not start skipping chapters towards the end of this. So this might not work, but we're gonna try it anyway. This is also going to be my first time revising an entire novel without giving up and rewriting the whole thing from scratch. I'm hoping I'm not gonna give up and rewrite the whole thing from scratch, but we'll see. But I have no idea how long revision normally takes, so this time frame might just be like completely off the roof and I might just have to spend the entire rest of the year on revisions instead. Who knows? So this means that my plan for April specifically is going to be to do a full rewrite of the existing draft, go through my notes. I have a bunch of notes already on things that I, while writing, decided that I wanted to come back later and change. So like, I want to decide which ones of those I still want to change, or if I want to change them differently to what I saw at the time, as well as which things I want to wait on for feedback before I actually go in and make those really big changes. I can already tell you that the majority of my time for draft 4 is going to be spent on writing those 3 missing chapters that I skipped, as well as that one POV character whose personality I changed my mind on at about the midpoint, so a lot of rewrites for that character's gonna have to happen. However, the other thing to bear in mind is that I literally have not even looked at Act 1 since 2020. So it might be terrible. I remember being proud of it at the time and thinking it was fairly polished, but it might not be. We might just have to rewrite it from scratch. Who knows? Technically, this would be a good sign because it means that I'm growing as a writer, but I don't want to rewrite the whole thing from scratch, so hopefully that's not gonna happen. Either way, I'm really excited to get my hands on this book again and see what I can do to make it a lot better, hopefully. On top of my writing plans, I also wanted to share my YouTube plans with you because obviously I'm going to be vlogging this. If you've been following me for a while, you might remember the monthly vlogs that I was doing around this time last year actually. I really miss those videos. I really enjoyed making them. I look back at them very fondly. However, I burned out really badly when I was doing them. I couldn't keep up with vlogging for the entire month, trying to keep up on editing and trying to make a second video per month and trying to sleep. It was just too much. But I still really enjoyed making those sort of videos, and I think I like them enough that I want to give them another chance. So this is what we're gonna do to try and avoid burnout this time around. Instead of filming for the entire 30 days of the month, I'm going to be vlogging for the first 21 days. And this is my dedicated writing time. And then in the final week and a half of the month, I would put my writing aside and just focus on editing those videos and making other content in advance, as well as taking time off. A revolutionary concept, I know, but I've heard that this is something that humans need in order to survive. I am filming this video a couple of weeks in advance, but at least at the minute, I am really excited to get my fingers onto this draft again and start making changes, and I really hope that excitement carries over into April. Feel free to let me know what your plans are for Camp April or Camp July or both, and if you have any tips on revisions, I would love to hear them as well, because I don't know what I'm doing. I hope you have a wonderful week. See you soon. Bye bye.